Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with the next sneak peek video, and this is another big one. It is the Friendly Wars sneak peek, something Supercell released as the next sneak peek, and it looks like it's going to really affect the war scene. I'm very happy to see it. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what it exactly is and how I think it'll be used, whether I think it's going to kind of meet the expectations the war community has had for an arranged war, all that good stuff. But first, just so you guys know, you can check out all the previous sneak peeks on my channel if you're not a regular subscriber by just going back and taking a look at those. You can see my thoughts on how those sneak peeks will affect the war community and clan wars in general. So be sure to check those out, and I should cover the rest of the sneak peeks as well as the update after it comes out as far as how it affects the game once we can actually experiment with all the new stuff. So that should be interesting to see. But today, just talking about Friendly Wars, I'll start by just kind of going through what exactly it is, then I'll get to kind of my own thoughts on it towards the end of the video. So basically, it is a substitute for your regular wars. You can't do it at the same time of a regular war, so it's not a different feature. It's part of the whole clan war system, but it's a way to have what people have been asking for, which is an arranged war with another clan. So exactly the differences between a friendly war and a regular war is this. Time, that's the first thing. So you can make your friendly war a lot shorter than a regular clan war would be. You can make prep day as short as 3 minutes or as long as the regular 23 hours. You can make battle day as short as 1 hour or as long as the regular 24 hours. And there's also a lot of increments in between if you want to have a middle value, not just those extremes. So you can definitely make it much shorter if that's what your clan wants. Another thing is you don't get loot, you don't get any clan XP, so that's kind of the sacrifice you make by having the convenience of a friendly war. You're not going to get any bonuses to your clan or any monetary compensation like you do in a regular war, and I think that's in there just from Supercell's perspective to eliminate people from using this feature to try to get their clan to level up really quickly by doing friendly wars with like some secondary clan or some clan they just create with their second accounts. So not that I care and not that it affects me, but looking at it from a holistic point of view, I think I can see why Supercell would want to do that. Not to be honest, I would like to have the loot. Obviously, I don't think anyone doesn't want the loot, but it's not a big deal for me. I don't think many people in the top war clans care that much. Now, maybe people who are kind of also farming up their bases pretty heavily might be a little disappointed, but I'll talk a little bit more about how I think it'll be used later in the video, and that should cover some of the concerns about not having loot or any clan XP from these wars. So one more thing I think that I haven't seen people talking about, but I think this is a change. I'm pretty sure for a regular clan war you have to have at least 10 people, but for this you can have a minimum of 5 people from what I've seen. So it can be a smaller type war. If you just want to do a 5v5, you could even create a clan to war against yourself. So your clan could create a second clan and have half the members go there to do like an inter-clan scrimmage or something, which could be kind of interesting, kind of fun. And if you only have like 10 members in your clan, now you can split those up into a 5v5 war. I believe it's 5 is the minimum from what I've seen. So that's something that's a little bit cooler, having that new opportunity to do that. One last thing is when your army is cooked up, it's not going to be expended. It won't go away after you do your war attack. So it's kind of like a friendly challenge in that sense. The CC troops will go away. So that's the one thing that's kind of weird, because in a friendly challenge, your CC troops, nothing goes away. But in this, you'll keep your spells, you'll keep your regular troops, but the troops you have in your clan castle will be expended in your war attack for the friendly war. So that's something that you have to think about. But if you're doing a similar army comp for both attacks, let's say, and you're doing them both around the same time, maybe battle day is only an hour long, now you just have to adjust the maybe a few troops in your army comp and request for CC troops again, rather than having to retrain the entire army, which helps because you're not getting any loot from the war itself, so you might not have to spend quite as much in cooking up your army, especially for people that are farming up their bases. That makes it, I guess, a little bit easier. Okay, so I kind of already said this, but just to recap it a little bit more specifically, the feature itself can be found on your home village with the same icon you use to access the war page, just the two swords that are crossed. You can open that up. It'll look exactly like a regular war. Everything's the same, except it might be shorter depending on how your clan set it up. So theoretically, let's say your clan issues a friendly challenge. Let's talk about how exactly it works, how it gets initiated. So first, there's a setting in each clan which allows you to have accept friendly challenges or friendly wars on. So by toggling your friendly war feature to be accepting friendly war requests, now clans can send you requests. But let's say you're in a clan that's, very popular. A lot of people know about it. I guess you could say Genesis fits that criteria. A clan like that would probably have it be turned off until they're about to set up a war and they're about to accept a war request that they know someone's going to send, because it does appear in your clan chat. So if your clan's getting spammed, every few minutes with a clan request to do a friendly war, it might get kind of annoying, it'd probably be kind of annoying after a while. So you have the option of keeping it on or off as far as whether or not you're accepting requests for friendly wars. You can toggle that on and off. And once a clan sends you a war request, one of your co-leaders can accept it in the clan. As far as if you're sending one, basically you choose your members, you choose how big you want the war to be, you choose what members you want in the war, you choose how long you want the prep day to be. Can be as short as 3 minutes, but if that's the case, you better fill up your clan castles really quickly, because that's the main thing you have to do on prep day. You choose how long you want war day to be, or battle day. It could be up to it could be as short as an hour. It could be as long as, I guess, the full 24 hours. So you have that option as well. Then you send your request to whatever clan just by going to their page in the search or the bookmarks tab. Send that request, and it shows up in their clan chat. It shows up in your clan chat, and once they accept it, the war starts just like a regular war, except the timing might be a little bit different. So that's basically how it works. And one thing to note is that the clan that sends the request chooses how long the war is, how big the war is. They choose all the details. The clan that accepts the request, if they choose to do so, they only choose the members they want in the war. So probably clans will have to arrange ahead of time. Okay, how big do we want the war to be? How long do we want it to take? Because the clan that's getting the request sent to them doesn't get much of a say besides which members they have competing in it. So keep that in mind. As far as the usage, when I first saw this feature coming out, I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to be used because you don't get any loot from it, and clans that are looking to keep leveling up for those new perks, or just to have a higher level clan, if they're only level 5 or 6 right now, and they want to get to like level 10, it's going to be kind of an inconvenience to have to go an entire weekend or so without getting any XP, especially if they win the war. Plus, you don't get any loot for clans that are trying to farm up some of their accounts. Sometimes people get kind of frustrated if they're not getting any loot from the war. So for certain clans like that, I was kind of wondering if they'd use this, or if they'd just do the old-fashioned, set up a roster, try to match. And actually, as I say that, we just missed our match this weekend, so it's not the most reliable, the old system, but it works most of the time if the rosters are of equal weight. So I was wondering if clans would use this, and I think they will, just because you have the shorter duration. So you could have the war only take, an hour for prep day, 4 hours for war day. You can make it a 5-hour war, so it's really easy to fit in between your regular war searches. It's not going to waste you a lot of time that could otherwise be spent collecting clan XP, getting loot from your war attacks. It's not going to take up that much time, so it can be easily fit in on the weekend. Some clans that don't care as much about the XP or the loot can do just these back-to-back, 2 or 3 even a weekend. It also opens up possibilities for streaming, for YouTube, more action condensed into a shorter war period. Previously, for live events and stuff, they would just be, during 6 hours of the war, you might see half the attacks, maybe not even, but now you can set it up so you can see all the attacks. You can make it even be in 1 hour. That'd be pretty exciting. It opens up so many possibilities for events, so that's awesome. I think clans are definitely going to use it across the board, regardless of whether they're trying to get XP and loot, because it can be done so quickly. You don't have to waste, 2 days, an entire day of prep, an entire day of battle day, not gaining any clan XP. So that's one of the good things. I'm glad Supercell put that in there. That's good to see. One final note is that you can make the clan challenge or the friendly war, it can show up in your war log, so that way YouTubers like myself or people that just want to see the attacks can access it by looking at the war log. And as always, that's either public or private. Most war clans make it private just to keep the integrity of their bases. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it as I look at my notes here. I think we're going to see this replace most arranged wars. It's a lot easier to coordinate, and it gives you a lot more options as far as making it a shorter period of time. I don't know if it's going to be, a ton of 1 hour wars or a ton of 4 hour wars, even because people live in different time zones. But I think clans can definitely make it a little bit shorter, especially prep day. Prep day, there's no reason it has to be 23 hours. As long as you have some people on to fill clan castles, you could have it as short as 30 minutes, and I don't think people would really care that much. Most of the time, people just want to get into the war, and that should open up opportunities to have even 2 arranged wars per weekend if the clan is up for it. So I think it's safe to say that my clan, Genesis, will definitely look into using this feature, and I encourage you guys to do so as well in your own clans. So thanks for watching. Hope this video made this feature a little clearer. Hope you liked my thoughts, and they made you think of something that you might not have thought before. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be sure to check those out and be looking for any more sneak peeks and possibly my reaction to the overall update after it comes out, as well as my regular videos to get going again soon. As this update kind of blows by, I can get back to the regular schedule of uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, Sectatron out.